I'm Mike from St. Thomas Economic Development here behind St. Thomas City Hall with another little update. Okay, so we're here in front of the St. Thomas Public Library beside St. Thomas City Hall, and we're joined today by Kevin from the Planning Department. Kevin, tell us your full name and your role in planning.
Hi, I'm Kevin McClure, and I'm the Senior Planner with the City of St. Thomas Planning Department.
Now, Kevin, we wanted to talk to you today because this is a year where the city's official plan gets reviewed and updated. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that process. But first, I wanted to ask you, what is the official plan and why is it important?
Yeah, the city's official plan is essentially the long-term planning document, the policy document for the city that dictates and kind of plans out the long-term vision for growth and development and the overall change for the city for a time frame up to approximately 30 years. It's brought forward through the Planning Act, and it needs to be consistent with the provincial planning statement and other legislation. But it's really important because it determines where things like residential neighborhoods or commercial areas or employment opportunities should be located, where parks, communities, facilities, and other types of areas that the community and the public would like to visit or that should be, and what sorts of amenities they should have. You get into everything from transit, like the cars going by here right now, transportation management, and how people should be moving throughout the city as well. And it's important just because, ultimately it's not only a guiding document for the public to be involved in and how it shapes their communities, but the types of businesses and employment opportunities that are available to the city as well.
Yeah, so certainly a very important document. We touch it all the time in economic development. We work with you guys to figure out where we can put what business, et cetera. And this does have to get updated as the community changes. What cycle do these changes happen on, and what kind of things happen during these changes and these review processes?
Well, I guess through the province and the legislation, these changes are to occur generally every 5 years. When you have a brand new official plan, it's to happen every 10 at a maximum, and ultimately it's there with those timeframes to ensure that the city is keeping up to date with the provincial changes and provincial direction, but also to be responsive of the community direction, the needs of the community, and as things change, to make sure that we're being responsive to that as things go over time.
That makes a ton of sense. This time around, are there any changes that you expect will happen in the official planning process?
I expect there to be quite a bit of change, given the age of the document itself. It's quite dated, but also with the provincial direction and a lot of the changes, the legislative changes that have come out recently, but also just the growth pressures and what we're seeing across the city the last number of years. I think there's going to be quite a bit of change. I think it's all going to be for the better. Hopefully it's one of these documents that not only is more responsive of what we see currently in the city today, but out to 2051 when we're planning out to, but it's also going to be something that hopefully the public and the development industry finds a lot more accessible in compared to what we currently have today.
Well, I'm certain that will be welcome at all levels. If someone wants to get involved in this process, have some input and understand what's going on, follow what's going on, what are their opportunities to do that?
Well, I guess it's a good kickoff to our kickoff event next week on the May 28th. We're going to be having initial meeting at Memorial Arena from 6 to 8. The intent of that meeting is really to kind of give an overview of what the process is and what we're hoping to gather through the process. But also we're going to be having opportunities throughout that evening to have a little bit breakout sessions, workshops, to get hopefully some input on a community vision, goals, and objectives that will play into the policy development that we're going to have in the future. We'll also be having some more focused sessions in the coming months on topics of kind of growth in housing, economic development, environment, heritage, open space, and parks, because ultimately all of these things play together for what we're hoping to, again, is to be a successful official plan review. That's fantastic. Well, thanks for joining us today and taking us through some of that information. I think it's great that there's all these public events. So that was May 28th, right? Yep. People can come to Memorial Arena, 6 to 8.
have their say. But until then, thank you so much for watching our videos. Please like our videos on YouTube and don't forget to
Smash that subscribe button.